Hello, Blue. It's so wonderful to see you again. The first time we met was, more than a decade ago in Kentucky at
Yes.
TFcon 2006. You were there with Richard Newman and Pauline Newstone, who, frankly, I thought was a bit frightened by the whole.
She was. And Scott McNeil was there as well. And,
oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, Scott's very frightening, so anytime it's like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
One of the most amazing actors of all time, though. Boy, can he do voices.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Colin, it's wonderful to finally put a face to the name. You also voiced the Energon Scorponok character.
Right.
Now, that one, though, was a dub, and as I understand it, is it a lot harder to do dubbing voice work because you have to say the line in a so-and-so way? How difficult is that for you?
Well, it's a really good question because it's interesting for us as actors because when you do dub shows, a lot of times the animation's great and the show has a great kind of comedy vibe to it. And I just finished doing a whole new series of Mr. Magoo where I'm his evil arch nemesis, a hamster named Fizz. So that's a dubbed show from French, I think, first. But it's a lot harder to do because you have to match the flaps, right? So the great thing about that particular thing with Energon was there are no flaps, like their jaw doesn't move, right? So that was a kind of an extra added on thing. Usually you've got to match the flaps and then try to kind of keep your performance up to a certain level, but Scorponok was just kind of big and loud and annoying, you know, and kind of commanding people to do stuff. And so the flaps don't match, so you could just kind of bring your own performance to it, and it was lots of fun that way. So normally, yeah, it's a great question. It's a lot more complicated technically to do dubbing generally, but in that case, there was no jaw. I think I'm remembering. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's right about that series.
I think
that
he had
the
a
jaws
mouth, but it didn't
a little
move
bit.
much.
Yeah, it didn't move much. Yeah, so that makes it easier technically.
Nice.
Right.
Thank you.